Hello, welcome back here. If you're new, my name's Victoria. I'm a mum of 5 in the UK. On this channel, I do home education, homemaking, low income living, and the occasional charity shop haul. My large family mum, unfiltered video diary vlog things are now on Patreon if you're interested in that. I come out into the garden to film this voiceover because I thought, it'd be nice and peace and quiet, and all you can hear is the bloody cars on the road. So I'm hoping you can hear me and I won't have to do this again. So today I wanted to talk about how cleaning isn't bloody easy. I mean, cleaning might be easy. I saw last night I was looking up food hygiene courses for my oldest son because he's interested in being a chef, and he's always liked cooking, and a cleaning qualification come up, 25 quid for a cleaning course and a certificate saying you know how to clean. And I thought, who bloody needs that? Who needs telling how to mop? But actual keeping up with cleaning is bloody hard. And I think, especially like I've said before, I have 5 kids, they're home educated, so they're at home most of the time, learning, making experiments, just playing, just being them, living life, and it creates mess. Somebody who hasn't got 5 kids, or they're all out at school all day, or you're out at work all day, I've no concept of the kind of mess 5 kids at home all day make. So that's the first thing. Like, if it's same as a friend of mine, a mum's ill, and somebody was going, can't she clean up, can't she be bothered? And it's like, no, she's really ill, she's got an illness. So, you really can't judge because you don't know what other people are going through. I recently joined TikTok, not as home educating the mad lads, for my belly dance company. And loads of cleaning videos come up of people with houses that were really mucky and cluttered, but then they're cleaning it up. I think there's a family called the Austins, I think. And everybody's slagging them off. And then other videos come on of somebody with a pristine house, and they're going, let's stop normalising children living in filth. Let's stop normalising children living in unclean, untidy houses. It's not hard. Well, actually, love, it is bloody hard. It is hard. And I think one of the hard things for me is finding a cleaning routine that I can stick to. Because all throughout, since we got our own place, we moved in a month before we got married. I know, disgraceful. A month before we got married, we moved in together. And there weren't that much that needed doing because it was only me and my husband. It was a flat. We used to have friends around a lot. And there just weren't that much that needed doing. And then when I had my first kid, I used to, apart from washing the pots and washing his bottles, I used to clean up at the end of the day. Because I used to play like I'm going to spend all day just looking after this baby and worshipping this baby that I've wanted for such a long time. And when he's in bed at 7:15, I'm going to clean up then. And that worked for a while. And I tried to do that when I had 2 kids as well. But the trouble with that was, I've said this before, I was really open. I was really a nice person. I was like, come round to people, trying to make friends. And I was only young, and people had come round and there'd be toys because my 2 children had been playing, or they was in the middle of a game, or, there was laundry, but that's because I hadn't done it yet because I was going to do it when they was in bed. And the shame that people put on me, like slagging me off, calling my house. I think my mum even said to me once, your ass is a mess, when I had a baby and a toddler. But it's because because I went through infertility, and I went through infertility quite young. I was going through, I felt like I'd soak up every single minute with them, and I'd do cleaning and boring jobs once I was in bed. And I could do that because they used to go to bed. But they don't so much now, the teenagers, but they used to go to bed. So I used to do it then, you see. But then other people judge you, and then that weighs you down. And also I sort of struggled with, because toddlers and babies want you, and sometimes they cry and sometimes they're clingy, and I used to struggle with leaving them to go clean, or or trying to get something done while I'm holding the baby and I've got a toddler on my leg, and I'd only get time to do the most basic things while they was awake without them getting distressed. And also I knew people who treated their kids like an inconvenience, like they're making a mess was the most dreadful thing in the world, and their kids were horrible, or their kids were just in the way of them cleaning. And I didn't want to be like that, and I really struggled finding the balance. I really struggled. And then of course baby 3 come, and baby 4 come, and baby 5 come, and I really struggled keeping with the cleaning routine, because as children grow, they change, and then your routine has to change, and everything's up in the air again. You try and find another way of getting things done, and nothing ever seems to be done, or you do it, and the second after you've done it, they've trashed it again, and they're little, so they don't understand, and then you get in the whole realms of, you don't want to resent your children, and you don't want to become angry because you spent so long cleaning, and it might as well have looked like you hadn't, you know what I mean? And I used to really struggle with that, and I used to really struggle with people judging me about it. And one of the things was clutter, because obviously children clutter, and also people give you things and you don't want to get rid of them in case the kids actually want them, or in case you look ungrateful. Clutter. Or you save things because they're not yours, they belong to the kids, and you feel bad about getting rid of them even though they don't play with them anymore, or they never play with it, and as soon as you package it up to get rid of it, they suddenly want it, and then you feel bad. So yeah, I've really struggled over the years. I've done my jobs, but sometimes you can't tell after 5 minutes, and I don't want to be the kind of mother where that's all I ever talk about, that's all who I am. The kids didn't make a mess, they didn't live their lives in their own home. And I think the cleaning routine I've stuck with the most was the Sullivan family, who vlog on YouTube. I did a video about it. Zoe Sullivan writes down everything she needs to do, and then she ticks it off as she does it, and I stuck with that for a good few weeks. But then, something happened. I can't remember what it was. It was either an illness or something that just throws a spanner in the works, and I fell off it and I couldn't get back on it. Now at the minute, I'm trying to get my jobs done in the morning before my toddler wakes up, and so far that's working. I have moments, obviously you can see the state of my ass. I have moments where things look awful because things break all the time. The house is mouldy and damp. There's clutter. Sometimes I can't physically do it because I've got 5 poorly kids and their welfare is more important than me cleaning the bloody sink. Things like that. But for the most part, I'm sticking to it. I mean, there'll still be people who come into my house and bloody judge me. But for the most part, I'm sticking to it for now. But I think the thing that's helped me the most is another thing I've struggled with, is I used to wait for something to be dirty before I cleaned it. Because I didn't have a lot of time, I used to think, right, I'll wait till it's dirty. There's no point cleaning that, it's not dirty yet. But then it becomes dirty, and then it becomes a massive job which I haven't time for because I've got all the kids, or it becomes too overwhelming and you put it off and it gets worse. Whereas if you clean something before it's dirty, little and often, it doesn't take as long. It's a less smaller job. You don't get that feeling of overwhelm and shame. So I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to clean things before they're dirty, which sounds completely mental, but that is what's been helping. And I'll continue to struggle with it, and I'll continue to battle on with it. But just know, if you're struggling, you're not alone. These flowers, by the way, I went to Home Ed Group this morning. It's in a church that does the community pantry. They'd had a big delivery of flowers, and they'd had a big delivery of French baguettes, French sticks, and both would have been dead or gone off by the time the community pantry can open. So they let us Home Ed mums help ourselves. So I got loads of flowers and I was so happy with them. But I have no vases, so I put some in some glass jars and some in my cleaning bucket. And then the French sticks, I made pizza baguettes. I made some to make for the kids' dinner with some pizza sauce and some onion and cheese I had in the fridge anyway. And then I made a tray up for my husband to have at a later date or to freeze. So that worked out really well. And they gave us some milk. And I had these Oreo milk straw things in the cupboard. but they use loads of milk, so I took the opportunity to use the milk I'd got from the community pantry at Home Ed Group. So that was flour sorted, it was pizza baguette sorted, it was, you know, a special cup of milk with a special straw sorted. I was really pleased with it, and it really helped me out. Anyway, if you struggle with cleaning like I do, and you're a bad homemaker like I am, I hope you like that video. And if you like that video, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time, my loves.